Tucker here. Welcome to my channel. I hope you enjoy it.
Fun.
Finally, Russell.
Finally, how are you?
Sir?
Good.
You're hiding in the corner here.
Well, they, stuck me in the corner.
Not a bad spot. These are good pictures.
Yes.
How
Not
are you?
too bad. Good.
I'm actually looking at you for the first time in person.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's kind of surreal.
Yeah.
A lot of years on social media.
You bet. That's awesome. I was walking around earlier looking for you, and never bumped into you. But hey, what do you?
I just came back from a private tour of a collection out in about 10 miles from here. No, we're gonna do that later. Okay. And I just got back, so took a couple layers off. It got a little warmer since I was here earlier today. The sun
popped out for a few minutes, so I've been kind of trying to wipe it off and get some bugs off, but everybody says it's not a truck show, it's a truck gathering, so
I would say that's about right. But you know, you have your standards.
Yeah, you still
got to look a certain way.
Exactly.
And then you can relax.
Exactly.
So can I walk around with you a little bit?
Yeah, sure.
Won't mind talking?
No.
Make a little video here?
Oh geez, holy cow, I didn't even think about that.
Oh yeah. When the guy's holding the camera, that's usually what it means.
You betcha. You betcha.
Wow. You know what? I can't believe how nice this is in person.
Well, thank you.
Like I shouldn't say that. It's beautiful online, but it looks even longer than I would think it was.
Yeah, it's 200 inches factory aluminum frame. It was ordered just like this. Had a few people asking me about the paint. That is the original paint from 1980. It, I don't know, Bill never looked the same.
Where did the truck come from?
Omaha, Nebraska. Okay. Jim Southout bought it brand spanking new. He was a long-time owner-operator with Ringsby. They had an owner-operator reefer division, and he had been there since the 50s. All of his trucks were the two-tone green company colors. Okay. He told Frank Carpenter, the Kenworth salesman, he says, I want just something that's not green and something that's not that BJ and the Bear paint scheme. Yeah. So that's actually a Peterbilt paint scheme.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a Peterbilt paint scheme.
I never would have guessed that.
Yeah. And so, yeah, I saw the truck for the first time, Mike, when I was 12 years old. Yeah. Because my dad was friends with Jim, because my dad was leased to Yellow Freight's owner-operator reefer division. And Jim was with Ringsby's owner-operator. Both were union companies. Okay. They were both Teamsters. And so my dad always thought it was just so cool because of the paint job. Wow. Yeah. So I remember we were driving down L Street and Dad said, hey, there's Jim's truck. And we turned around to go back just to drive by it. Wow. And I've known about the truck, Jim ran it over the road. Yeah. For years and years, and then he sold it to another guy that was friends with my dad, Don Lane. And Don, he used it because Don had trucks that ran the West Coast, and when the drivers came back to Omaha, they needed time off. Okay. So he would hook this to their spread axle reefers and take them to Sheridan, Iowa to unload. Okay. Yeah. That worked out good, and they got a little time off. They got time off. Truck kept moving. Truck kept making money. And then Don finally slowed way down. Him and his wife moved to Arizona. The truck sat in Omaha, and it was 2008, and nobody really, the cab over craze hadn't hit yet. And so people would call up or go into the shop where it was sitting and say, oh, how much were the Kenworth outside? But they didn't want it for the truck. They wanted it for the components. Oh. And he didn't want to see it get tore up. Yeah. So he called me one morning and said, I'm going to make you an offer you can't refuse. You're going to get free storage. Yeah. And I'm going to make you an offer on the truck that it will be drivable and ready, because it had a broken power steering pump when I first got it. He goes, it'll be all ready. All you got to do is just go get it. Say you're going to not wreck it. You know? Yeah. And that's what I did. Wow. So I bought it from Don, and yeah, I got a really neat picture at home. It's got me, Jim, and Don, and Frank, the salesman, all in front of it. And it's the only truck you ever owned, right? This? Yeah. No, I had trucks on Midwest Coast. Right. Yeah. But this is the longest truck I've ever owned. Yeah. And the only truck I ever owned that I never made payments on. Okay. And what year is this truck? 1980. It's 1980. What have you done to the truck since you bought it? Well, completely, polish it out. I had the frame all sanded and painted gloss black. This was, you know, back when we were kids, if a cab over had a chrome air cleaner, that was it.
Yeah.
So I took the factory one off and I had it dipped in chrome. Just the cosmetic stuff, the fenders, and having the wheels polished and adding all the goodies.
Got the nice fifth wheel cover, pleated leather.
Yeah.
Did you ever drive a cab over personally as a work truck?
Sure did. When I started driving in 1990, the first truck I drove that was leased in Midwest Coast was a 1989 Kenworth cab over Aerodyne.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's the way to go, the first truck.
Yeah, I thought I was BJ and the Bear for sure. It had a 350 Cat and a 9-speed direct, but they were nice trucks.
Yeah.
You know?
So let's talk about your upbringing, your dad, Midwest Coast, as we walk around your truck.
Sure.
So tell me, how did it all start for you? Tell us a little bit about your dad and how you got into trucking. And
well, my dad got out of the Army in 46.
Your dad's name?
Russell Spawn
Sr. Yep.
And I guess he went in 46.
Yep.
And got out in 48.
Okay.
He came back home to South Dakota and he didn't want to be a farmer. He didn't want to raise horses like his dad.
Yep.
So he started, his older brother drove truck.
Yeah.
And so he started looking around and got a couple of jobs driving truck, and that turned into, that's all they ever did.
Okay.
Was drive truck over the road. Then I was born and, like you, raised around it. Loved as a kid looking at Overdrive magazine, American Trucker, sneaking along. You didn't get to go because the insurance rules back then. You snuck along.
Yeah. Hid in the bunk when you're at companies.
Hid in the bunk, or got down low, didn't make any noise.
Right.
But anytime I could, my dad took me on the road. He always told me, you don't want to drive a truck, you don't want to be a truck driver. But you know,
why do you think that was?
You know what?
My dad was the same way.
I thought about that long and hard. I think it's because, not because of the trucks and the being around the cool stuff and the people, but the bad weather. I mean, think about when you've been in some of them blinding snowstorms, or the road's so slick. Do you really want your kid to be doing that?
No. Yeah, it's a good point.
Or on Christmas, be sitting in a truck stop when everybody's at home because of, you know, the road's snowed shut.
So it's protection, pretty much.
Yeah,
for
I think it's a protection thing. But after a while, he knew, because when I graduated in '87, I got a job working on a dock. Loading trucks for this magazine company.
Oh yeah?
Yep. And then I got a job where I worked at Blue Beacon Truck Wash for a while. It was in Council Bluffs, Iowa, right across the river from Omaha.
Right.
And in the winter time, if it snowed, they just told you to go home. So that didn't be a very profitable job. So wrong time of year.
Right.
So
let's stand over here where the wind is. Maybe I think the wind will be less on the video here. A little blockage. So you're working at Blue Beacon.
Yeah, so then
how was that experience?
I liked it because, well, I liked it because a lot of being in Council Bluffs, a lot of the guys that my dad knew were coming in there to get their trucks
crazy.
washed.
I used to get my truck washed there all the time.
Yeah.
Like by Sap Brothers, right?
The K&Z beer trucks, Mike Kinesevich, that has the big A model, you know, the famous A model.
I know that one,
they used to come in there every time they left for Milwaukee to get beer, and then every time they came home back to Lincoln. And so I've known them guys since I was a little kid, you know. Here's this truck nut, and then
Are you the reason they call, and I heard this is old truck lore, that the reason they call Beacon is Streaking Beacon because of you, because you used to streak all the trucks with acid?
No.
I thought that was you.
No.
Oh, okay.
But I had that happen to me a couple of times over the years. I think all of us have, where somebody puts a little acid on there.
A little bit.
But anyway, it's Streaking Beacon, that's true. So then I got a job working for a local company, driving, delivering magazines and newspapers.
Oh.
And when I turned 21, Midwest Coast had a free truck driving school that you had to go to. And then you went with a qualified driver for 50,000 miles and you could go on your own. So that's what I did. And it was right at that time where the CDL was coming out.
So 92, 91, 92?
No, it was 1990.
Okay.
And they made us, we didn't drive a whole lot. All we did was study for the CDL test that no one was going to be able to take. Remember the guys that were selling the cassettes with the answers on them?
That's right. I forgot about that.
And so everybody was so afraid about taking this CDL test, and so I went and I got that and passed it. And I went on the road with my dad for 50,000 miles.
Unreal.
And we drove.
What'd your dad think? Was your dad?
Oh, yeah, my dad was proud. He was happy because, you know, there was a couple other guys, some father-son teams that he knew. And yeah, it was awesome. And yeah.
So you guys ran out mostly out west?
Yeah, we always ran out west pretty much. Went back to Carlisle, Pennsylvania and stuff a few times.
So you're hauling beef?
Oh, we're hauling meat and produce.
Okay.
And 3M. Midwest Coast had vans, so we hauled 3M, Kodak, stuff like that. J.C. Penney's, a lot of Target back then.
Really?
Yeah, out of Southgate, California. We used to load a lot of Target that went up to Fridley, Minnesota.
Oh, Fridley, yeah, wow.
Yep. And so there are so many good people at MCT though back then. The guys that had been around, because that was in '90, and there's guys there that had still been around since the 50s.
And so how many years did you work for them?
Till 02.
02.
And that's when we had 5 trucks on there at one time, and I took the last week with driver problems and stuff like that. You couldn't offer a driver a whole lot, so we got down to having just 1 truck, and I took it to Peterbilt, and I wanted to trade it for a new Peterbilt, and the salesman really lowballed me on my W900L, and it made me mad. And I thought, you know what, I'm just going to go out and put my application in at Yellow and Roadway and CF and everything like that. And I thought, boy, come on in, we need you, you know. But it wasn't like that. It was like, we'll call you. So, so I went back and I talked my dad into, let's take the truck off of MCT and lease on to Colton and Associates.
Okay.
They were an outfit out of Des Moines, and they hauled Hormel out of Osceola, Iowa to California, then Lafredo produce back to the Midwest.
Oh, wow.
So we pulled one of his spread axles. Yeah. And boy, I thought that was it. Just, man, oh man.
That was cool, huh?
But the only thing was you know, back to making 6, 7 pickups.
Yeah.
You know, first pickup in Salinas, last one in Yuma.
Yeah. Stuff on the top.
Can you go back to Calexico and get a pallet that another guy
That's such a tough business. Yeah, I've done it. Yeah. 3
days sometimes loaded produce to come home. So yeah,
and not getting paid well when you're sitting in those 3 days.
Right, a flat rate. Yeah. You know, and so
well, we'll pay you for your second pick and your second delivery and your and your last, but we won't pay you for the first. Wait, I mean, I told my plumber that. I said, I'm not going to pay you for your first hour. Right. And let's see how that goes. Right. You know.
And so my wife and I, Patty, my wife and I had been married, and our first baby was on its way. Okay. And the phone rang one day when I was gone, and it was American Freightways. And they had called and asked Patty if I was home, and she says, no, he's on the road. And well, we'd like to talk to him. He placed an application here about 3 months ago. Okay. So I went and I talked to him, and it didn't sound all that bad. Yeah. I had 6 payments left on my 97 W900L. Okay. And my dad said, if you're gonna do it, might as well do it now. Go try it. So we parked the Kenworth, and we didn't sell it then. We parked it, and I went to work for American Freightways. About 6 months, 9 months later, they flipped over to FedEx Freight. Right. They rebranded.
Now you did this because you were having a kid, right? And you wanted to be more of a family guy.
Exactly.
But you're a hardcore trucker from a hardcore trucking family, driving some big large rides. How is that going from that?
All of my friends had bets that I wasn't gonna last 6 months.
If you asked me right now, you wouldn't last 6 months. Yeah.
And I remember leaving Council Bluffs one night, headed east, and I'm driving this little international single axle, pulling 2 trailers. And one of them great big fancy large cars went rolling by me,
and it eats your heart out.
I'm like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
But
it's so funny because I know I've been in that situation before.
Yeah.
And
and then I'd be at work and I'd be cleaning the windshields and doing that. What are you doing that for? You don't own that thing. Yeah. Well, yeah, but a little bit of pride.
They don't understand.
They didn't care. No. They're like, that guy's weird.
Yeah.
Oh, you trying to be a Boy Scout or something?
What are you, kissing the ass? Yeah. Dispatcher's ass? Yeah.
So, but you know what? My daughter was born. I was home.
So what year is this?
This is 2002. Okay. February of 2002. Okay. And I've been there ever since.
Wow.
I've got 24 years in. I'm working on my 24th year, and
Did you get a steady truck?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay. We bid our trucks.
Okay.
So later, as more seniority, I got better runs, and I got my own bid truck, and everybody. I can't say enough about where I work. It's great. They treat me really well, and when they do tell another driver to drive my truck, because I'm off this week.
Yeah.
They're like, okay, you're going to be driving Russ's truck, so just don't leave anything in it.
Yeah.
And don't mess with anything. You know.
Yeah, that's funny. So what is your run that you do?
I run to Kansas City, Kansas, out of Council Bluffs, Iowa. That's where our yard is. Down there 5 nights a week.
5 nights a week pulling pups?
Yep.
That's going to be a challenging job in itself, especially in the winter time.
Yeah, it's a little stressful.
I bet.
But,
and you got to go.
Yeah, got to go.
There's no excuses, and you got to be back in the morning with that freight for the LTL local guys to deliver it. And the truck's got to be unloaded. You got to break apart the pups, unload it, get it on the dock, sort it out, get the bills. It's a big commitment.
Yeah, it's they don't pay you to drive in the summertime and have it easy. They pay us well because we have to do what you just said.
Right. Yeah, that's amazing. And what kind of truck are you driving now?
I drive a 2024 Peterbilt 589 day cab.
Oh, okay.
And you can always tell mine in the parking lot because it's got Armor All on the tires. And the grill's all been waxed, and
the weird guy. Look at
I'm the weird guy, and people get in it, and they always tell me this smells like a blankety blank, blankety blank. I'm like, well, how would you know what one of them places smells like?
Yeah. Wow. Hey, you know what? Good for you.
Yeah.
You you did it for the family.
Yeah.
And you still got street cred.
Yeah.
Street trucker cred. You've done it. You've been there. You've done it. You still have this beautiful truck.
Thank you.
And let's talk about the old days of trucking, the 90s.
Yeah.
When you and I were out there running the coast, I was driving for Bud Meyer.
Nothing like it is today.
Running out to Barstow Sunday night, Sunday afternoon.
There's a truck show there.
Every Sunday.
Yeah.
Barstow, getting the trucks creamed and buffed and ready to go down to LA in the morning. And
get there early in the morning and maybe have the guys polish your wheels and stuff like that. We were just talking about that. They could. What a lot of people would take all day to do, they could zip out in maybe about 4 or 5 hours.
Absolutely. They put 4 or 5 guys on your truck and get the truck done, and you go down to LA looking proper, and you stood out. You stood out.
Yep. And everybody that conjured there was pretty much of the like-minded.
Yep.
They had pride in their rides, and people, many times younger drivers will say, how did you guys get anywhere though? How did you without GPS or phones?
Yeah.
And you just didn't know any better.
You just had a map and you called for directions.
Yeah.
And you wrote it down.
Right.
And you hoped for the best.
Yeah.
And you didn't make U-turns in the middle of the interstate.
No. And it's like what you said many times I've heard you say, you sat at the top of Cajon.
Yeah.
And you counted how many trucks went by.
20 trucks. And then
you started easing out, and that sure enough, the scale would change, and you could just roll on down.
Let all the prime trucks fly down the hill, smoking the brakes, and then get behind them and right on past.
Yep.
They were good times. Even when you had to lay over, like the TA in Ontario or wherever, you found your people. Yeah. You hung out.
Yeah. Like at the TA in Ontario, you'd walk across the railroad tracks to the chrome shop.
Yep.
You'd go over there, or there's other hangouts, stuff like that,
And walk to Carl Jr. sometimes.
Yep. Or Farmer, what was the name of that restaurant it was a fast food place, but they had great burgers.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Farmer something. It was terrific, but... And then even downtown LA, there was places like the original Vernon Truck Wash.
Yeah.
Hanging out down there.
Alameda Ave, which is the best place you want to go when you want to tour LA is when you're a trucker, you go to the best places, Alameda Street.
My wife was just my girlfriend in what would have been 98, the winter of 98, and she decides she's going to go on the truck with me. And I'm like, okay, we're going to go to Ontario, California, you know. She's thinking it's going to be like 90210, Beverly Hills.
Oh, yeah.
She saw some of the nicest desert.
You want to do some people watching, honey? Let's go to TA, Ontario on a Friday night.
Yeah. And then after Sunday night, got unloaded at United Refrigeration. There, I went there every week for 9.5 years. My dad and I had a dedicated run. Oscar Mayer out of Madison, Wisconsin to United Refrigeration. Then 9 times out of 10, we went up to Arvin and loaded carrots back for Chicago.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And so anyway, she got to see LA going up 5, 2 in the morning.
Honey, we're going up the Grapevine.
Yeah, exactly. He's
Take a picture. It'll last longer.
Check out the Grapevine.
She's like, yeah, I'm going to do this once a year.
Yeah, so this is trucking, huh?
This is trucking. I thought it was going to be more glamorous than this. I thought we were going to go to Rodeo Drive.
No, we're going to go to Weed Patch Road in Bakersfield.
I'm going to go to Santa Nella.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I'm going to go to Pea Soup Anderson's.
Vegas? Nah, we're going to Mesquite.
So we're going to drive through Vegas.
Yeah, we're going to go up to Mesquite. That's where the real good place is at.
Yeah. Maybe we'll go over the Hoover Dam if we get lucky.
Yeah.
Back in the day. Yeah, it was good times.
Oh, it was.
And we were young.
Totally different.
We were young guys, just living the dream.
Well, you know, I tell me and my buddies from back then, we talk, and it's like if we had Sirius satellite radio, and if we had energy drinks and cell phones that took pictures, just think of what we could have done.
Oh my God. We had AM radio, sometimes FM. We had Shell Rotella farther down the road cassettes.
Oh yeah.
And I had Jolt Cola.
Oh yeah, Jolt.
I didn't drink coffee back then. Yeah.
Jolt Cola, I remember that stuff.
But we slept when we were tired.
Yep.
And we trucked when we felt like it.
Yep.
We had no people telling us what to do, not like today. Now you're treated like children.
Yeah.
But that is what it is.
It is what
Trucking
it is.
is still good. Still make a good living out of it. I'd like to see the inside of your truck if you don't mind.
And you know, it's like what you've said many times. A lot of people say, "Oh, it's not a lifestyle. It's a job." Well, it is a lifestyle to some people.
Yeah.
It is. It's
even for you doing what you do now, but you keep your truck clean. It's a lifestyle for you too. It's different. It's a different lifestyle. But also, I'm sure as you've learned, like I have, that it's kind of nice being home and having a schedule and family. And though we dream about the old days and we romanticize about going back and doing it again, we know it's just the means to an end at some point. And I would still like to do it once in a while, and I'm sure you would too. But
my retirement, when I'm planning on getting,
is that what you're gonna do? Yeah,
I'm planning on getting my 30 at FedEx Freight. Then I'm gonna retire, and then I'm gonna be a part-time CDL for hire.
There you go. That's my dream. That's my dream too, and that's why we're making this video. So anybody's listening, reach out to Russell. You need to take a vacation. Those people at home, call me or Russell, and we'll take our vacation when you're taking your vacation in your truck.
Yeah, you bet.
You bet.
I gotta show you this.
Okay.
It's my little.
I'm gonna change battery. I'm gonna change battery.
All right.
All right. Look at that side box.
My little. That's all my polish and stuff, but.
Oh no! Look at that, huh?
Yeah.
That guy gave you a sticker. He's no good.
Yeah.
Yes, it is cool. No, I'm not gonna paint it. I love that.
Yeah.
Wow. Let's look at these stickers. The Cummins, Little Audrey's. Wow. Just 880. Oh, look at that. Vernon Truck Wash. 76. Whalen. There you go. You sent me some of these. Wow. Look at that. You really have an amazing knowledge of trucking history, by the way.
It's because when I was a little kid and my dad would only be home for a day and a half, maybe a day, and my mom would get so frustrated. Okay, he got home, he got up, he took a shower, he got cleaned up, and where'd he go? Down the shop.
Yeah.
He's gonna go down there and mess with the truck, or he's gonna go see somebody at this or that. Dad, can I go with you? Can I go with you? And my mom would say, take him with you, Russ, take him with you. And so I would go with him, and he'd say, you can go, but keep your mouth shut and listen. You might learn something.
Good advice.
So that's where I got that, was where, you know, I was around all these guys that he was friends with, and he knew that were leased to Midwest Coast, leased to Little Audrey. They were, you know, guys that I looked up to, you know. Like the reason I have a chrome steering wheel post is because my dad had a friend, and he ordered a brand new Kenworth one time, a cab over, and he wanted a chrome steering wheel post in it. The only one I've ever seen in a cab over, ever. And so when the Velasquez guys out in California offered them, I'm like, I got.
You gotta have that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, got a little chrome problem.
Yeah, I see that. I'm gonna go inside and check it out in a second. So how are you involved with the ATHS?
I started with ATHS back in '94, just being a subscriber, just picking up the magazine at truck stops, and then I got a little bit more involved. I met with Gene Olson one time up at Madison, Wisconsin, and he's famous for his time with Perkle.
Yep.
So
I just saw that truck at that collection.
Really?
Yes.
The gray one?
The gray one. I was sitting in it about an hour ago.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Okay, you'll see it in a video.
So anyway, I met him up there at the Madison, Wisconsin Union 76. Another friend arranged the meeting.
Okay.
And my dad went with me up there, and so we were both there, and we sat and talked about trucks, and Gene says, well, you should have a chapter in your area. And I said, well, there isn't one. And he says, well, start one.
Okay.
And I'm like, I can't do that. And he goes, why can't you? And he goes, well, I'll help you. So he helped me start the first chapter in Omaha, Nebraska. And that would have been, it started in '99. And I've been the president of that chapter all but 2 years.
I didn't realize you started that chapter.
Yep, I started that chapter.
Oh, interesting.
And then in the last 4 or 5 years, I got a little bit more involved. Nebraska needed a RVP. And
what's that stand for? What's RVP stand for?
Regional Vice President.
Oh, okay.
So I stepped up, and they talked to me, and I became the RVP.
Wow.
Yeah, so I just, I don't cram it down anybody's throat, but if you like old trucks and you love old trucking history, there's got to be an organization that preserves that stuff.
Yeah.
And that's what ATHS is.
It's amazing, and I just love your involvement with that. And
thank you.
I love following all the stuff you do. Now let's go take a look inside the truck.
There you
Can
go.
You hold the camera up on me as I climb in?
You betcha.
Let's see if I can do that. That's a tall step. What are you, tall rubber?
Well, I got tall rubber, you bet.
Oh my God.
You gotta.
I'm not tall enough.
Gotta let her roll.
This is amazing. Boy, there's a lot of leg room in this truck. This seat goes way back.
Not too bad.
Yeah.
Not too bad.
What a truck, dude. I got a blind spot on that side. Double chrome ashtray. It's very clean in here, and it smells great too.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, it's gotta be.
Yeah, can I push the clutch in?
Sure, you do anything you want.
Oh yeah. Look at that, huh? Really nice. You even got a radio. I remember my dad's radio was over there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I remember sleeping on these dog houses as a kid, you know?
Yeah, put a suitcase on that side and a suitcase on this side.
And a pillow on top of the suitcase. Yeah.
Yep.
So many decades over the road between you and your dad. Do you have any favorite remembering stories with your dad from back in the day? Anything like crazy that happened?
Oh, my dad had a ton of them. As he got older, he told more of them. A lot of them I didn't even, hear when I was younger. But my dad actually had a deal when I would be driving in bad weather, and
back here.
When I would be driving in bad weather, or it would be snowing or something, to relax me, he would sit over to the passenger seat and tell me some old stories.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and he taught a few other guys how to drive truck too, and they said that he did the same thing with them. He'd tell some funny stories,
So your dad must have been a really respected driver.
Yeah, he is. I'm really proud. If you go over to Bill Funk's Wall of Fame, he's on there this year. Yeah, he got added this year.
Oh,
yeah,
that's sweet.
Yeah, he was just fantastic. He was he never understood why the people of Midwest Coast made such a big deal about his career, and they're like, we got like over 6 million safe miles and blah blah blah. You never drove truck for 2 years, then went to be a carpenter for 3 years, then came back to be a trucker.
Consistent.
You were consistent.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, well, just doing my job,
Yeah.
So it's not like I got big shoes to fill, but I always try to emulate, have his same attitude.
Right.
Like, no one needs to go to work in a bad mood. Try to be in a good mood, you know? Try to reflect things in a good way.
No, and that's great advice.
Yeah.
Now, you have an amazing collection of Midwest Coast pictures.
Yeah.
Where do those come from?
Well,
people send them to you, and you just save them?
I was very blessed over the years where guys that were didn't have family that cared about that stuff gave them to me.
Oh, wow.
There was a really super guy. He was a big collector. His name was Phil Wolf. He lived in Albert Lee, Minnesota.
Yeah.
He had a big collection. He gave me some over the years. And then actually Midwest Coast, they are all gone now.
Okay.
But CFI, in a roundabout way, CFI ended up taking them over and calling it the CFI Temp Division.
Okay.
And so they were cleaning out the office, and they told a couple of the people, all this MCT stuff is going in the dumpster.
No.
Yeah. So one of the guys that worked in the office calls me and says, hey, I've ran across a lot of stuff up here. It's got your dad's name on it. And he goes, we've got XYZ. So one Saturday morning, I got home from Kansas City. My wife and I jumped in our car, drove to Sioux Falls, and just filled it up and took everything home.
And your wife supports all of this?
I'm blessed. I got a great wife, and you know, she supports all my hobby stuff and my collection. And sometimes she's like, there's got to be a spot in the house that doesn't have a truck thing in it.
And how many kids you guys have?
I have 3 daughters. I have all 3 of them are in college. They're all great girls.
Yep.
Very blessed with those girls. They get a real big kick actually out of you when you mention my name on your videos, because my youngest daughter Ashley, she's like, "Woo, Dad got some airtime."
That's funny. Well, I'm sure they're gonna enjoy this video.
Yeah.
And the great thing about videos like this is we're making history right now. This video will be up for years, hopefully, and when we're old and gray, we can look back and go, hey, remember that time we met up at the Big Iron?
Yeah.
So it's cool, and it's really, it's great to know you. I'm glad we finally got to meet. I have a lot of respect for you and your family's history. And
as I do with you.
Thank you, and thank you for sharing it with all of us. It means a lot, and you do it every day. And I always look forward to your posts. They're always interesting. And what do you got there? You're not gonna flash us, are you? Oh, get out of here.
Yeah.
Look at that. That's... There we go. There's the cover shot right there.
You got it.
All right, brother. I appreciate it, Russell. Thank you so much.
I think everything what you just said, ditto right back. I think that stuff that you started this for your son.
Yes.
And I've gone back on them winter Nebraska nights, and just there's nothing good on TV anymore. Nothing.
No.
It's garbage in my opinion. So I just go back and I got watching the Boston Trucker, you know, when you were with Bark, the green Peterbilt.
Oh yeah, Boston Bark.
Boston Bark.
Yeah.
You're driving there, and to watch how you've become really a professional at doing this.
I'm getting better.
I mean, how you set your camera and trust it and walk away and all that stuff, that's got to be amazing.
I'm starting to get the hang of videos. I'm still not as good as some, but sometimes I'm better than others. It just...
What do the guys in the pits think when do the loaders and stuff understand that Mike's camera's over here?
Well, the guys that work with me know I'm a nut, so they don't really say anything. When I go to other people's pits, I'm trying to be discreet about it and kind of so they don't notice it.
Right.
Try to be a little sneaky, and but usually eventually somebody will tell them, oh hey, I saw you in this guy's video, and they usually get a kick out of it. So yeah, I really haven't had any complaints yet.
That's good.
So yeah, it's fun.
And the Cardillos,
they're good with it. Yeah, they hired me knowing I made videos, and they love it. Yeah, they all watch my videos, so I always have to be careful what I say sometimes. And no, it's great. I work for a good family company, and I can't complain. Well, alrighty, awesome. We've said it all.
We've said it all.
All right, but as soon as I shut this off, we'll think of more things we should have said.
Probably.
All right, man. Thanks again.
That's an honor. It's an honor.
Mine too.
You bet.